Howdy, folks. It's Howie here, Howie Cat. And if you've been watching for a while, you've seen me show off some of my comic stuff. What I start with my sketchbooks, where I'd go to comic conventions and ask people just for autographs, and they draw a sketch. I showed some of my commissioned art, and mostly the Superman Little Mermaid collection that I have. It's kind of a weird collection, but I have it. I like Superman, an ex-girlfriend liked the Little Mermaid, and would just go ask for commissions of Superman with the Little Mermaid. That was fun. And I have a few pieces of animation. And I also have a small collection of actually published art. It started strangely. I found a store that had just art that was for sale. It was cheap. It was like, I don't even know if it was even $5 a page. It was so cheap. It was back in the 80s. Now, this is stuff from the 70s, so it's probably actually valuable now. I don't know. I don't know what this stuff really is. I just bought it to buy it because it was so inexpensive, and I just wanted actually published comic book art. It meant something to me. The fact is, like this, okay, here's one I bought. I framed them and stuff, and they were not expensive. I don't have a history or a reason to have bought these. This is House of Mystery, page 292, issue 292, page 4. That's it. And there it is. And that's it. That's what it is. It's House of Mystery. It meant nothing. I never read the book. I just was like, it was cheap and it's actually been published. And to me, what it meant was I now own that page. I mean, it's cool. You could own a lot of lithographs, a lot of things, and it's cool to have something painted for you or done for you, but that's a published page from a comic book that I own. I'd sell it, but still, it was kind of fun. And so I got that, and I picked up also at that time a book, Lois Lane. It was kind of silly, and I had framed these with some cheap frames because I thought they were kind of cool at the time. A Lois Lane, 128, page 17. It was just kind of silly with Superman fighting with Lois. Had to get a Superman page, right? And then I also picked up, oops, it's upside down. That's no cool. Not good, not good. Okay, let's get her straight. Yes, I am in the comic book room. We might as well take a peek. Yes, this is my room of comics. This is the entire room is like this. So anyhow, I call it also Archie's room and the inventory room because there is inventory up on the shelves that goes out. Anyhow, this was a Batman family because it has Robin in it. I picked it up. What the heck? I had no idea what I was buying, but I bought them. Gosh, these might be something. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I just thought they were fun. I'll keep them because they're fun. Next thing. These are not in order now in any way. They're just stuff I have. I'll explain the reasons. This is a drawing from Wizard magazine that came out in the 90s and up until the 2000s. It was a what if type of section. What if different artists drew different characters? And this was Jim Mahfood, who is a very cool guy. I really like him. I've met him several times at conventions. Really neat guy. And he did Black Cat. And this was published in Wizard magazine. What if Jim Mahfood drew Black Cat? I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like him a lot. So I purchased that years ago. Now, this is no big deal. It's Man of Steel. But I met this gentleman. I liked him a lot. As you can see, he signed it there. And after talking to him for a while, I wanted to buy several pieces of art from him. So I bought a Man of Steel, page 11, Man of Steel, number 57, a Superman book. And he wrote that up there. This was before he put the S when he drew it. It was just a page from Superman. And because I'm a Superman fan, if you don't know that. And the next page, or the page prior, page 9. I was like, I have to have that. And then I also purchased another one, Flash 163, from Ron Lim. Now, Ron Lim is one of my favorite artists. I had to have a piece of Ron Lim art. That was special to me. His Flash, I love his Flash. Look at that. I don't know, might not mean much, but and Superman racing Flash and all that. Really a fun book I had to have. Now, back to the person that did those two Supermans before. His name actually is Roger Robinson. And this is he did one of my favorite Batman books ever, but this is a Batman piece he did. Look at that, Batman. This was published. It's right here. It's a splash page. I had to have a splash page one day. So I found this. And I got it signed. He signed it, as well as the author. Right here, if you look here, author Devin Grayson was the writer, and penciler was Roger Robinson. And he signed it for me. And so did, well, you can't see that. That's Devin Grayson signed it, the writer. And it was a Batman page from him. It's a splash page, it's our front page, a title page. Wanted a title page. I don't know, just seemed like it's an important part of the book where you have the name of the story and the credits and everything. And I thought that was really fun to get. And I love that writer. She's really good. Kind of a funny story with her. She's an attractive lady. And at one point, I was dating a gal, and we were playing that game, that making the list game of who you would do and who you could do and who's on your list. And she came up with hers, and it was Keanu Reeves and a whole bunch of other celebrities. And I said, nah, celebrity, how about a comic writer, Devin Grayson? And all of a sudden I was hit with no fair. You've met her. You know her. That's a possibility. No. Like, I don't know her. She goes, it's a possibility. It's off the table. That game is done. You're done. We're not playing that game anymore. It was kind of funny. It was joking and silly, but it was funny. We couldn't play it because I had met her. Oh well. And then I picked up this. This was a book that was written by Devin Grayson. It was a book called Felon, and I had to get this. It's not a big deal book, but it was inexpensive, and I had to have my first gatefold type page. And there it is. I've never had a gatefold, right? I had to. I've never gotten a cover. That's the one thing. I have a title page, and I have a couple gatefolds. But someday, maybe a cover. Someday. And Felon's a good book. It's pretty good. Now, this is another one. Jim Lieber, who is, I think he's also awesome. He's an awesome dude. It's another front page, plus it's a it's a gatefold. It's a front page gatefold. Wow. There you have the title page right there. The whole title. There's the Steve Lieber penciled it. Loebs wrote it. Oh my God. So cool. And I'm sure he signed it. Yeah, he did. There's Steve Lieber signed it right down here for me. Anyways, to me, Steve Lieber. Really cool. It's just a page of Warrior, which is a crappy book. Or no, I'm sorry, a page of Hawkman, which is, but it's got so many characters in it. We've got Hawkman, Martian Manhunter, Warrior, Fire, Ice. I mean, I don't know. I just characters there. It was just a really cool page because there's so much going on. Flash drinking some Tang. He's fun. And yeah, that was neat to get. Had to have another gatefold. Well, I love Steve Lieber, so I mean I really do. He's a great guy and a great artist. And this is a page from Whiteout Melt. It's page 18 from issue number 3, and it was made into a movie. I love it because this is the page. It's a significant page in the story. The story takes place, it's a murder up in the Antarctic. And in it, you can't be, or Antarctic or whatever it is. Antarctic, down south. Okay. But there's no guns, there's nothing. There's just a station, and there's a murder. Someone was shot. And this is the moment where Carrie, the hero, finds the gun. And so it's a significant moment in the story. It's really cool too because if you feel it, the snow is actually done by him flicking whiteout at like the product whiteout, even though the book's called Whiteout, but he's flicking whiteout at the page to make snow, just to add that little extra touch. And when it's printed, you can see the snow, and it's really cool. And I have shown these, but my really favorites are these two watercolors. This is a page from JLA 7 Caskets, page 13. It's a hand-painted watercolor by Dan Brenton. My name is autographed on the back by Dan. But I had these framed because I had to. Look at that. You got Superman coming through. He's coming down through the earth. You see him coming out. And I had to get it because Superman. I mean, me. I love Superman. I love Superman and Batman. And I was just, I love that page. But I also had to get one more from Dan because that's me. I've known him. I know him pretty well. He's a pretty good guy. It's a World's Finest, page 25. It's a Batman page. He's fighting off demons. I just love his work. There's a demon, but I had to get a Batman page, of course. So that's my little tiny collection of published art. I've had fun collecting it. It's not huge, but these are actually pieces that were published. So when I look at a comic book, I can say that page, that's mine, I guess. Or not, I can say, whatever. I just like it. It's just something I enjoy. All right. Have a good one, folks. That was a little piece of my comic collection again.